Previous lessons, we talked about composite figures. Remember, composite figures are figures that are just combined shapes. They can be split up into two or more familiar basic shapes like triangles, rectangles, so on and so forth. Today, the composite figures that we're going to be looking at are the L-shaped figures, so they can be split up into two rectangles. Now, up here I have an L-shaped figure. I got all my vertical lines black, all the horizontal lines are red. Now, if you notice this, if we break out this longer side, what we're going to notice is that if we pull out the smaller sides, if we stack them mathematically, if we add them together, if I do it correctly, they add up to be equal to the longer side. Same applies with my horizontal red pieces. If I add up the two smaller sides, it's going to be equal in length to the one longer side. Now, that's going to be important when they start slapping values on these sides and they are missing sides, and we're going to ask ourselves, what's the missing information and how do we go about finding the missing sides? So up here, this one's a little easy. I'm missing the big side over here and the big side down here. So when we are missing the long side, you have to add up, like we showed you in the previous slide, the two smaller sides. So I'm going to look at the vertical sides first. We have 5 and 4. So again, if we broke them apart and stacked them, 5 plus 4 would mean that this side piece is 9 units long. Looking at the long bottom piece, 3 across, 2 across. If we put them next to each other, 3 plus 2 would be 5. Now, that is how we go about finding the missing lengths. Now that we know this much, we can go ahead and answer any area problem that they ask or any perimeter problem that they'll go ahead and ask. So, this should already be in your notes. You drew this. If you cannot see the values, it's 10 feet by 4 feet by 6 feet by 8 feet by 4 feet. Now, the first question says, or the first bullet point up here, it says determine the value of any unknown sides. Right here, it's only missing one side, so that's going to be pretty easy. Number 2, the second part of this, it says determine the perimeter. So here's one where we're going to have to add up all the sides at the very end. Now, I know that I'm missing a long piece, and just like the last couple slides, to find a long piece, we have to add up the two shorter sides. So I'm going to go ahead and look at 4 and 8. And you know that if you combine 4 and 8, 4 plus 8, that would mean that this piece down here is 12. Looking at the rest of it, there's no more missing sides, so we can go ahead and add this up. 12 plus 10 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 4. All this added together, this is going to give me 44, and we have a unit, so it would be 44 feet. Now, when we get good at this, finding the perimeter is actually pretty easy because you're going to notice if this is 12, you know that these all add up to 12. You can take the longer side and add it twice to itself. So it's basically 12 plus 12 and 10 plus 10. Since 6 plus 4 is 10 and 4 plus 8 is 12, just add the bigger side to itself twice. So 12 plus 12 is 24 and 10 plus 10 is 20, and then 20 plus 24 is 44. But if that's too much, a fail-proof method, just go ahead and add up each individual side. 12 plus 10 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 4 will give you 44 feet and only take you a couple seconds longer. Next side up here, it's still color-coded. All the vertical sides are green, all the horizontal sides are red. However, this time I'm missing both a long piece and a short piece. Let's do the horizontal, the red sides first. It's easy. We got two short sides, 4 and 13. We're missing a long piece. Just add the two short sides, 4 plus 13. That would give me 17. Now, for the green side, this time I am given a long side. So it's going to be this plus this equals 15. So one way to go about it would just be work backwards. You can take the long side minus the short side. You find that side. 15 minus 7 gives us 8. That means this side would be 8 meters long. Another way to do it, just ask yourself, 7 plus what gives me 15? Either way, you'll come across 8 is your answer. Now, once you have every side labeled, go ahead and add them all up. 17 plus 15 plus 4 plus 8 plus 13 plus 7 get us a grand total of 64, in this case, meters. So the perimeter of this shape going all the way around would be 64 meters. Again, a way to come about that answer could be 17 plus 17 and 15 plus 15. Just add the two longer sides twice. You find a way that works for you and stick with it. Let's look at another one. Missing pieces. I'm missing a short piece, missing a long piece. I like starting with long pieces. I think they're easier to find. So, looking at my long piece, the red, we have 8 and 5, which isn't obviously drawn to scale, but 8 plus 5, that would give me 13. Not quite done. Missing a short piece. So you can do this by taking the long side minus the shorter side. 20 minus 13, that would mean that this is 7 centimeters down here. If I have to label this 13 centimeters. Now we have all the sides labeled. So go ahead, add them all up. 7 plus 5 plus 13 plus 8 plus 20 plus 13 centimeters gives us a grand total, in this case, 66 centimeters. Now again, perimeter, it's not squared, that's only area. So in this case, it's just going to be 66 centimeters all the way around this figure. Pretty straightforward. Here are 2 problems to try on your own. Now, when attacking these problems, make sure you're asking yourself, what pieces are we missing? What side lengths? If you're missing a longer side, add the 2 shorter sides together. If you're missing a shorter side, I would work backwards and take the longer piece minus the shorter piece and find the other one. Then ask yourself, do the 2 shorter sides add up to the longer piece? Then you're good to go. Once you have these 2 completed, raise your hand. We will come around, check off your work. If you got these 2 problems done and correct and you took your notes, you're going to go ahead and start the independent work.